So this is for the first time Punjab is witnessing a four-way fight. Traditionally, before the emergence of Aam Aadmi Party, Punjab has always been a two-way fight between Congress on one hand and the Akali Dal BJP alliance on the other. But Punjab has always had a scope for alternative politics, and there are four strands of alternative politics in Punjab. One is the left-wing strand, one is the Bahujan strand, the third is the agrarian politics strand, which sometimes is similar to the left-wing strand, and the fourth is what is called in Punjab as Panthic politics, which is Sikh religious politics of a variety that is slightly more assertive than the Akali Dal. So these are the four strands of alternative politics. What happened is that when the Aam Aadmi Party burst into the scene of Punjab politics in 2014 Lok Sabha elections, all these four strands of alternative politics sort of coalesced into the Aam Aadmi Party's base. And Aam Aadmi Party emerged as the third pole of Punjab politics. Now what has happened in this election is after the farmers movement, BJP and Akali Dal have split. Another thing that happened more so after the killing of Sidhu Moosewala and the death of Deep Sidhu and also the crackdown against Amritpal Singh is that the Panthic strand of the Aam Aadmi Party has moved away from it and now is reflected more in the form of players like Simranjeet Singh Mann and Amritpal Singh and Lakha Sidana, who is contesting from Bathinda. So this is where the political landscape of Punjab stands. We have the Congress, we have the Aam Aadmi Party, Akali Dal, BJP and these smaller Panthic players, and of course BSP is still there. BJP, because of its ideology, it has alienated Sikh voters entirely. So BJP can only now get votes from urban Hindu voters, and there are some rural Hindu pockets, mainly in the Hoshiarpur and Gurdaspur districts. Akali Dal, because it's a Sikh party, it's more reliant on the rural Sikh votes. It is trying through Hindu candidates to win some Hindu votes, but in a national election, it's not going to be easy. This leaves us with two main players in Punjab, which is Congress and Aam Aadmi Party. Both of these parties get support from all communities, from Hindus as well as Sikhs, from Dalits as well as Jats, as well as upper caste Hindus. So this is where it is at. I think because Akali Dal and BJP are no longer in alliance, they are not in a position to compete in a majority of seats, because seats in Punjab are divided in such a way that you cannot win purely on the base of urban votes. There are 13 Lok Sabha constituencies in Punjab and 117 Vidhan Sabha constituencies, which means every Lok Sabha constituency has 9 assembly segments. There is not a single Lok Sabha seat which has more than 5 purely urban segments. So therefore, every seat has at least 40 to 50% rural vote. Ludhiana is the most urban of the segments in Punjab, and even that has only 5 purely urban segments. So here is the problem for the BJP. They can maximize the entire urban Hindu vote, and yet they will not be able to dominate a particular seat. They can win only when there is a complete three-way split in the rural Sikh vote. So that is what BJP is counting for in places like Ludhiana and in places like Jalandhar, Amritsar, Gurdaspur, some of these places. Similarly goes for Akali Dal. Because so many seats have urban pockets, they cannot win. So that leaves us with the Congress and Aam Aadmi Party. I think in the present circumstances, AAP and Congress between them can win at least 10 seats out of Punjab's 13 Lok Sabha seats. It will be very unlikely if put together India Alliance is less than 10 in Punjab. So it is advantage these two parties purely because of their ability to win votes from all sections and because of having a base in both urban and rural Punjab.
The rest of three, BJP or Akali Dal?
Rest of three, see, Akali Dal is in competition in Bathinda, where Harsimrat Kaur is contesting. They have a good candidate in Firozpur. They have decent candidates in Faridkot and in Fatehgarh Sahib in Amritsar. So they are in the fight in a number of seats, but I think Bathinda is their best bet. Similarly, for BJP, they are hugely constrained by demography. They can win only a seat where over 50% of the population is Hindu. And here also BJP gets, unlike other parts of India, BJP has not breached the Dalit Hindu vote. In Punjab, Dalit Hindus still vote largely for either the Congress or the Aam Aadmi Party. BJP has not made inroads in that vote bank. So BJP is in the reckoning in Hoshiarpur, in Ludhiana and in Gurdaspur because of the demography of these places.
Will Dalit Hindus vote for Mayawati?
There are two seats in what is known as the Doabba region of Punjab, in northeastern Punjab, Jalandhar and Hoshiarpur, and Anandpur Sahib, which is partly Doabba, partly Malwa region, where BSP is doing well. Last time they got close to 20% of the votes in these three seats. So BSP, they have good candidates there. There is a very solid base for BSP which votes for it, irrespective of its national prospects. So I think BSP is an important player, at least in Jalandhar, Hoshiarpur and Anandpur Sahib, 3 seats. It is a major factor. Because of farmers' protests and the anger to do with the farmers' protest, BJP is finding it difficult to campaign in villages. There are many villages where farm unions are very powerful, where they have even prevented the entry of BJP candidates for campaigning. So BJP state unit has had to make requests to at least allow them to campaign and be part of the democratic process. So there is this logistical problem. Second is, of course, Congress and the India Alliance as a whole has promised MSP guarantee. So that is giving them some benefits among the farmer voters. But the thing is, AAP and Congress are both in India Alliance. So which of the India partners will farmers vote for? We don't know. Also, different farm unions tend to arrive at some kind of understanding with different political parties. But mainly, I think it will be between Congress and Aam Aadmi Party. Maybe in one pocket, 1 or 2 seats, it could be Akali Dal. But main beneficiaries will be these two. Yeah, I had only done a story to that effect because we did notice a pattern in the seat in the candidate selection. For instance, Jalandhar Congress has a very strong candidate in former Chief Minister Charanjit Channi. There, Aam Aadmi Party has fielded a former Akali leader. So he is not going to cut Channi's votes. Similarly, in Bathinda, which is Harsimrat's seat, AAP has fielded a very strong candidate in the Punjab Minister Gurmeet Khuddian, who had defeated Prakash Singh Badal in the assembly elections. So their Congress has fielded Jeet Mohinder Sidhu, who is a former Kali guy. So again, Jeet Sidhu is going to cut Harsimrat's votes. Similarly, in Sangrur seat, where the current MP is Simranjeet Singh Mann of the Shiromani Akali Dal Amritsar, who is a slightly more hardline Panthik leader, their Congress has fielded its most hardline Panthik face, Sukhpal Singh Khera. So Khera is going to eat into Mann's space. I mean, the calculation is that it could help the AAP candidate. But then the thing is, in Punjab, sometimes these calculations don't work because a lot of the voters are going to decide based on party and not candidate. So those who want to vote for AAP will vote for AAP, irrespective of even if it's a weak candidate or strong candidate. Those who want to vote for Congress will probably end up voting for Congress, irrespective of weak or strong candidate. So yes, there are these theories, but we don't know how much it is actually going to translate in the ground.
Do you speak to them? Are they buying this in informal alliance?
So Sukhbir Badal has been saying it, that there is a fixed match between AAP and Congress. Again, another example is Ludhiana, where BJP has a very strong candidate in former Congress MP Ravneet Singh Bittu. Congress has fielded its state unit chief Amrinder Singh Raja Vading over there. AAP has fielded a local Hindu leader there who is expected to cut BJP votes more than Congress. But then again, these are calculations. Who knows? The loyal party vote is actually more in rural areas. So he could even end up cutting the anti-BJP vote. So yeah, it is being talked about. I don't know how far these calculations are going to work. There is no, see, in Punjab, unlike other parts of India, it's a negative election. I think it is a contest between who is least disliked and who is most disliked. No one is really liked in Punjab. Bhagwant Mann is, by virtue of being CM, is probably the most popular leader in Punjab. But it's not as if he is uniformly liked. You'll find a sizable number of people who also have a negative view of Bhagwant Mann, as of course there are who have a positive view. So I think definitely BJP is the most disliked party currently. There is some anti-incumbency against AAP, but there is also anti-incumbency against the two older established parties, the Congress and the Akali Dal. I think in the end, it could just be about who voters feel least negative about or who they want to punish more than others. That will probably determine the result in Punjab. Turnout could be low. Turnout is usually high in assembly elections, and sometimes it does go low in Lok Sabha elections because there is this disinterest and dislike for parties across the board. Probably people are expecting turnout to be low this time. I think because of what happened in 1984, not just the pogrom that took place, but also the what is called Operation Blue Star. For Sikhs, this entire period is a hugely traumatic period. They call it the Tija Gallugara, or the third genocide. They call it a genocide because of the killings, but also because their holiest place was stormed by tanks and by the army. So I think that the trauma of that period weighs very heavily in the Sikh consciousness. And also the election that took place immediately after the anti-Sikh pogrom, Congress won under Rajiv Gandhi, won a huge majority. So I think naturally Sikhs are skeptical of leaders having huge majorities in India, or of leaders who are able to consolidate the majority, the Hindu majority, in a very sizable way. So from the beginning, right from 2014, when there was no anti-incumbency as such against BJP, there was no reason for Sikhs to be suspicious of BJP. Since 2014 itself, Sikhs have been decisively voting against the BJP. Not necessarily to defeat the BJP as we see among Muslims in North India and other parts of India, but definitely against the BJP. I think that pattern will continue. It has intensified greatly after the farmers' protest. I think the dislike for BJP has increased a lot. This thing of BJP leaders not being able to campaign has never happened in the past. Now it is happening. Akali Dal was BJP's oldest ally. Akali Dal and BJP have split ways because it became untenable for Akali Dal to. They were losing support in their own base because of their alliance with the BJP. So, in order to reach back, to win back the Sikh masses, Akalis had to distance themselves from BJP. So, BJP in Punjab is a political untouchable. It is both. It is, and I don't think the two are seen as separate. BJP is seen as someone who is out to go against Sikhs. I think, and BJP has not done anything to harm or to address that image because it's of course the farmers movement, the deaths that happened during the farmers movement, but it is also a large scale UAPA arrests. Punjab has one of the highest cases of UAPA detainees. It is also social media crackdowns of journalists, of any handle of handles of the Sikh diaspora. So the crackdown in Punjab and against Sikh voices and Sikh platforms have been happening at multiple levels. So that is one factor. The other factor is what is the distrust of Sikh institutions against the RSS. There is a perception that RSS does not view Sikhs as an independent community. They see Sikhs as Keshadari Hindus, and that there are RSS texts to that effect. So there was a hukumnama which was issued by the Akal Takht about 20 years back, preventing, telling Sikhs not to associate with RSS or any outfit associated with RSS. So the roots of this distrust are about 2 decades old. I think because of that also there is an opposition to Hindutva politics. There is this fear that after Muslims it is the turn of Sikhs, because it just as after just as when the anti-Sikh pogrom in 80s happened, we also had Delhi, we also had Bhagalpur, and then of course what happened in the early 90s, the Babri Masjid demolition. So I mean, this majoritarian upsurge has sort of happened simultaneously against both communities. So because of that, there is a lot of distrust of BJP and Hindutva, despite BJP claiming that we have done everything to win Sikhs over, but it has not worked. Social media hate against Sikh has also increased a lot. So a combination of these factors are leading to the distrust.